The Pesticide Safety and Environmental Education team welcomes you to this instructional video that will demonstrate step-by-step instructions on how to register for a course. This video does not apply to the registration of in-person and Zoom live online workshops for commercial and non-commercial applicators. Prior to starting, there are a few things I'd like to review with you regarding guest accounts. The registration will prompt you to log into your University of Minnesota guest account, and if you don't have a guest account, you will be able to create one during registration. If you can't remember if you've created a guest account in the past, you can call the University of Minnesota Technology Help Desk at 612-301-4357. They are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When talking to the help desk, make sure you reference the term guest account in your conversation. They can confirm with you if you have a guest account based on either your name or email address. And remember, if you need to change your email address at any time, please contact the help desk. When creating a guest account, make sure you use your own email address and that you have access to it. It is important to know that you cannot use or share an email address that is already being used in another person's guest account. If you do have a guest account, you will need to reset your password if you haven't already done so within the last 12 months. Passwords need to be reset annually to keep your guest account activated. You will receive several password reset notifications starting 30 days prior to your password expiration date. You can have the help desk assist you with resetting your password, or you can easily reset it yourself at your convenience by watching the guest account password reset video that is available on our website. If you only use your guest account every 2 or 3 years, best practice would be to reset your password just prior to registering for a course. This will prevent you from having challenges when you get to the university sign-in screen during registration. Also, prior to registration, please have your license or certification number and credit card information ready to enter when prompted. If you are a new applicator, you will be instructed on what to enter for your number. In addition, you may also be prompted to enter other information, such as your birth date or the county you reside in. Stepping away from your registration before you are done may result in your session timing out and could potentially cause problems. It's best to move through your registration from start to finish with no breaks. Now that we've talked about guest accounts, we can get started with the registration. For the purpose of this demo, I have selected the 2021 Private Pesticide Applicator Certification Exam. When you click on the registration link from our website, you will be taken to the main registration page as seen here. The first thing you want to do is to review the description located on the left side of your screen. This description could contain valuable information such as pre-registration checklists, cancellation policies, access to reference guides, course deadlines, technology requirements, contact information, and what to expect from the course itself. The description is another way to determine if the course is a good fit for you. Notice that the shopping cart on top of your screen says 0 at this time. If it says 1, it could mean that you have attempted the registration prior to this but didn't complete it. If this is the case, you can click on the shopping cart and you can continue with the registration from this point. To start our registration, we can click anywhere in the shaded box or on the plus sign. We're going to add to cart and click on checkout. There should now be a 1 in the shopping cart on top of your screen. If at this time you change your mind about purchasing the course and you'd like to back out, you can click on remove. Otherwise, click on either of the checkout buttons to proceed. This brings you to the guest account login screen that I was referring to earlier in the video. There are 2 options. For the purpose of this demo, I'm going to select I am new to the university so we can create a guest account. But first, if you already have a university account and you know your email and current password associated to it, you would choose I have a university internet account and click on Continue. This would bring you to the university sign-in screen where you would enter your email address in the Internet ID field and your password. The screens you see after sign-in are similar to the screens that are shown after a guest account is created, so we recommend that you watch this entire video even if you already have a guest account. So now I'm going to click on Create Account, and this will take me to the Guest Account screen. In this screen, we can now create our guest account. Please note that the information entered is for testing purposes only. Before we start, a word of caution needs to be given regarding the autofill feature. If your computer has this feature enabled, a pop-up box might be displayed when you begin typing in any given field in the screen. If you select information from the list in the pop-up box, it will automatically complete some or all of the fields on this screen with previously entered information that has been stored on your computer, such as names, phone numbers, mailing addresses, or email addresses. Please note that it isn't necessary to check this setting on your computer prior to registration. Best practice here would be to ignore any information that might be displayed in a pop-up box and to manually enter your personal information in each field. If you do select from a pop-up box, you may notice the fields that were automatically filled in are now highlighted. If any of the information is incorrect, simply place your cursor in the field and enter the correct information. If you are using your neighbor's computer, or the library's computer, or even a co-op's computer, make sure all of the information entered in this screen belongs to you and not to them. This includes a home computer that is shared by multiple family members. We will now begin to enter our information. First name, middle name is optional, last name. We will tab down to the contact information and enter our email address. Phone number, enter in a street address. Street address too can be used to add a P.O. box if you have one. We will add our city, state. I will choose Alabama because it's first on the list, and a zip code. Before creating your password, click on Show Password Requirements. To review the most important rules, your password must be at least 16 characters long, contain at least one uppercase and one lowercase letter, and your password cannot match or contain your first or last name. When you're done reviewing the password requirements, you can click on Hide Password Requirements and proceed with your password. Before entering your password, we suggest that you click on Show. This feature will display the characters you are typing to ensure that no errors are made. The best way to remember your password is to create a phrase with no spaces, such as proud to be an applicator with a capital P in proud. It's also much easier to write down your password before you start typing it and then keep it for future reference. The last step is to click on Submit. But before you do, make sure all information is correct in this screen and there are no errors. If you missed entering information in a required field and you clicked on Submit, you will receive a warning or error message. At this time, your cursor may be positioned in the blank field, or there may be a message displayed under the blank field or at the top of your screen. A good rule to follow is to scroll up to the top of the screen and look for the warning, fix it, and then click on Submit again. Even if all of your information was entered in the required fields and you clicked on Submit, there are a few other potential errors that you need to be aware of. If you receive an error saying that an account already exists for this email address, please do not enter a new email address. This indicates that a guest account already exists with this email. You can exit out of your internet session and contact the UMN Technology Help Desk. They will help you access your guest account. Once this is fixed, you can start the registration over by clicking on the registration link from our website. At this point, you may have a one in your shopping cart as we discussed earlier. Also, you may see a warning message if you didn't meet the password requirements. In this case, you would have to enter and re-enter a new password and click on Submit again. And now I'm going to click on Submit. And I'm going to click on X to close this box. It is unique to my computer and does not affect my registration. And now you can see the guest account was created and that we can click on Continue to proceed. And we are now at the My Profile screen. You shouldn't have to change any information underneath the contact information section. This information comes from your guest account and should be already added to your fields. We are going to scroll all the way down to the mailing list preferences. You do not need to click on any of the Save buttons, nor should you add any additional email addresses, phone numbers, or addresses. To receive emails regarding future certification and recertification offerings, in addition to valuable pesticide information from our team, we encourage you to select the email preference. And to do that, you can click on Yes, but only the following methods, and then click on Email. As a side note, if you chose the option I have a university internet account earlier in the registration, you may not see the My Profile screen. In this case, you can sign up to receive our email communications by visiting our website. Next, you will type in your initials in the two boxes located underneath the Privacy Policies section. The last step in the screen is to click on Continue Checkout. If you clicked on Continue Checkout but nothing happened, scroll up and look for any warning messages. It's possible that you forgot to complete a required field. When you find the error, you can fix it and then click on Continue Checkout again. We are now at the payment screen. You can ignore the View My Profile or Make Changes button since all the information in your previous My Profile screen was correct. However, if you want to review and/or make changes to your profile information, you can click on this button. It will take you back to the My Profile screen where you can make changes if necessary, and then click on Continue Checkout to bring you back to this payment screen. The default payment method is credit card, so we'll keep scrolling until we reach the questionnaire section. Please read all questions carefully and enter your answers as these are required fields. The last section is the policy confirmation section. You can review the university's general policies by using the scroll bar located here. However, you can find our specific program policies for transfers, cancellations, and refunds on our website. When you're done reviewing, click on this box. And the last step is to click on Continue Checkout. Again, if you clicked on Continue Checkout but nothing happened, scroll up and look for any blank fields that you didn't complete. Enter that information and then you can click on Continue Checkout again. And now we can enter in our credit card information, credit card number, expiration date, and card code. Make sure you click only once on the Pay Now button and be patient. Do not press that button twice. And you are now taken to the receipt screen. You will want to scroll down and click on Receipt Notes. The Notes screen contains valuable information regarding your course, and it may contain links. Don't worry about writing this information down because the contents of this screen can also be found in your U of M confirmation email that you will receive. Please don't delete your confirmation email until you've completed your course. And you can close this window. And this concludes our registration tutorial. Again, if you need assistance with your guest account, please call the Technology Help Desk. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope this information has been helpful to you.